You won't believe what's happening behind the scenes with Dylan Wang, Shen Yue, Bai Lu, and now Joseph Zheng. Fans are calling this one of the most shocking twists yet, and trust me, this is no longer just drama. It's betrayal, heartbreak, and hidden truths waiting to explode. At first, everyone thought it was simple. Dylan Wang and Shen Yue, the classic pairing fans couldn't stop shipping, with Bailu quietly hovering around the edges. But then something changed. Joseph Zheng stepped into the picture. At first, people thought his presence was nothing more than another friendly bond. But sharp-eyed fans noticed it immediately. Joseph and Bailu had a connection. The way they laughed together, supported each other, even exchanged subtle glances, it was different. It was deeper. Some fans whispered, Joseph has feelings for Bailu. And the shocking part? They were right. Joseph saw Bailu as someone rare. Someone who understood him when others didn't. He felt she was steady, loyal, maybe even the one person he could lean on. He believed their bond was strong enough to withstand anything. But here's where the cracks begin to show. Because while Joseph was quietly falling for Bailu, Bailu's heart seemed to drift, not toward him, but toward Dylan Wang. Yes, Dylan. The very same Dylan whose history with Shen Yue already had fans in a frenzy. Bailu was spotted around Dylan more than ever, laughing, leaning in closer than necessary, even exchanging looks that were just a little too intense. Fans didn't miss it. Now imagine Joseph watching all of this unfold. The woman he thought was different, the one he trusted, suddenly showing signs of interest in his friend. Not just any friend, Dylan Wang. That's not just painful. That's betrayal. And Joseph? He didn't take it lightly. According to whispers, Joseph confronted Bailu privately. He wanted answers. Did she ever truly care for him, or was Dylan always the reason she kept her distance? But Bailu didn't give him clarity. Instead, her silence only fueled the suspicion. And here's where things spiral. Because Shen Yue, who's been tied to Dylan for years, started to sense something was wrong. She noticed Dylan pulling away at certain moments, avoiding her gaze during interviews, and even appearing distracted when Bailu was around. Fans picked up on her frustration. Her smiles seemed forced, her warmth fading. Now, it's not just a love triangle. It's a storm of betrayal, mistrust, and heartbreak. Joseph Zheng feels betrayed by Bailu. Bailu seems caught between her loyalty to Joseph and her growing closeness with Dylan. Shen Yue is left to watch, torn between love and fear of losing Dylan. And Dylan? He's right in the middle of it all. But here's the part no one saw coming. There are rumors that Joseph isn't going to stay silent. Close sources hint he's preparing something dramatic, maybe a cryptic social media post, maybe a direct message in an interview, that could expose everything. And if Joseph does that, it won't just be about Bailu. It could shake Dylan and Shen Yue's relationship to the core. But here's an even bigger twist. What if Bailu was never truly interested in Dylan at all? What if this closeness was her way of testing Joseph, to see if he would finally step forward and admit his feelings out loud? If that's true, then Joseph's silence may have cost him everything. So, what's really going on here? Is Bailu betraying Joseph Zheng? Is Dylan unknowingly breaking Shen Yue's heart? Or is this entire storm just a misunderstanding blown out of proportion by fans? Right now, no one knows the truth. But one thing is crystal clear. With Joseph Zheng's entry into this already tangled story, the next chapter isn't just going to be dramatic, it's going to be explosive. So I'll leave you with this question. If you were Bailu, who would you choose, Joseph Zheng, the one who silently stood by you, or Dylan Wang, the one who sets the whole world on fire? This story is far from over.